Hi everyone and welcome to today's card. Today I will be making a card using the Bianca Snowflake die from Memory Box and some enameled accents, because that was the task for today's Lottie and Lisa. Lottie and Lisa is something I play with Annie from anniekarten.blogspot.com on every Sunday. We always pick a stamp set or die that we both have and pick another challenge, and we both make a card using these supplies and fulfilling the challenge. And it's totally fun to see what we come up with, because our styles are very similar, and sometimes our cards look totally similar and sometimes they are totally different. And it's fun to see every Sunday. So I'm looking forward to today's card. I picked some beautiful patterned paper from the Winter Wonderland collection from My Mind's Eye, and I wanted to distress the edges, so I went in with broken china, and on the very edge I used some iced spruce because I wanted this paper to really stand out against the white background from the cardstock. And really, the iced spruce is a beautiful bluish grey, and I just used it on the very edge. I didn't want the cardstock to be too dark. And you can see it really pops on the white. So this was what I wanted. And I cut out the Bianca Snowflake die from white cardstock. And it looks so awesome on this snowflake paper. But I wanted to have some more distress effects on my card, so I went in with my scissors and distressed the edge of this paper panel. I know there are tools from Ranger for distressing edges, but I think a craft knife or scissors will do as well. I did it sometimes with my craft knife, but I think it's easier with the scissors, because you can just put the paper into the corner of your scissors. And the cardstock was white after I had distressed that, so I went in with some iced spruce again to make this stand out. I didn't want the iced spruce ink to smear on my white card base, so I just let it dry with my heat gun, and then I adhered this paper directly onto my card front. And this was the moment when I thought that the snowflake would stand out even more if the background was some kind of darker. So I went in with the two colors again and just added a little bit. I didn't want to distress the entire piece, just the area where the snowflake will go. And the ice spruce, I only used very little of ice spruce because I didn't want the paper to be too dark. I still wanted the snowflakes to shine through. So I adhered that to the front of the card. And I do not have a glue pen, so I always use my runner. And whenever the surface is full of adhesive, I just take my eraser and rub it off. Sometimes my adhesive does not work if the surface is not totally dry, so I had to dry the ink with my heat gun. And I wanted to use the Simon Says Stamp Happy die together with a Christmas sentiment from Paper Tray Ink. And I wanted to emboss the Christmas from Paper Tray Ink. The whole sentiment would say Merry Christmas, but I left out the Merry and just stamped the Christmas. And I white embossed that, so I am using my powder tool, my EK Success powder tool, which really helps keeping the embossing powder where it should be. And you can see if there's some excess, I just wipe it off with my fingers. Okay, and there we go. This is the Christmas, and I wanted the sentiment to say Happy Christmas, so I adhered the Happy again with my tape runner. And I just adhered it on top of the Christmas. And I find that those thin sentiments are not easy to adhere to the place where it should be, because it bends, and I don't know. And then I went in with the animal accents and added some dots into the centers of the snowflakes of the paper. So I put some focus on this beautiful paper again, and also on the inside of the Bianca snowflake die, just to make it a bit puffy. And that finished the card for today. I hope you had fun and enjoyed the video. See you next time. Bye bye.